Hi Aries, this reading is for you if you just recently broke up or had a fallout with your significant other. We'll have three separate spreads in this reading. In the first spread, we'll be looking at the situation as to what happened, who left whom, and why. In the second spread, we'll take a look at the advice for the situation from the first spread. And in spread number 3, we'll see new love coming towards you in the near future. Please like, share, and subscribe to support this channel. So here's the situation, Aries. We have the Two of Swords, the Hangman, clarified by the Five of Wands. We have the Two of Wands, clarified by the Seven of Cups. And we have the Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I can interpret this spread two different ways. It's either didn't go anywhere, it just stayed stagnant, right? Perhaps this person was wishy-washy, they didn't know what they wanted, they weren't sure if they should commit to you, and it was just stale. Yeah, it never got off the ground for some of you, or this person was dragging their feet, or they were straining you alone. That would be scenario number 1. Scenario number 2, as it turned out, they were talking to somebody else at the same time. There could have been more than one person other than you, and perhaps you weren't satisfied with the fact that they were talking to other people, or perhaps they chose somebody else. Alright, so those are the two scenarios I see. The Three of Swords on the bottom of the deck is a card of a broken heart. It's a card of a devastation. It's a card of feeling stabbed in the back. It's also a card of a third-party situation. Right? We have 3 cards on the table that could be interpreted as cards of multiple choice, or not being able to make a decision, right? The Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Those are the 3 cards, right? Somebody either were dealing with more than just one person, more than just you, or they could make up their mind. They couldn't make a decision, and it just kept, they just kept dragging their feet, all right, with those 3 cards. Right. And kind of in the middle, we have the Hangman, clarified by the Five of Wands. The Hangman could have been a Pisces here, but the Hangman, it's a card of stagnation, nothing happening. All right, or it's a card of like a realization or an epiphany. For some of you, perhaps you realize that something is suspicious about this person. Perhaps they are talking to other people because they're MIA every once in a while. Some days they answer my text, some days they're very active, other days they just disappear and take some hours to answer my texts, right? The Five of Wands clarifying it could have been your internal struggle with this situation, or if you started suspecting that this person was talking to multiple people, you could have confronted them with that Five of Wands. But yeah, those are the scenarios I see here, Aries. Let's take a look at the advice spread real quick. Here's the advice for you, Aries, for what we saw in the previous spread. We have the Magician, we have the Knight of Swords, clarified by the Five of Swords, we have the Chariot, and we also have the Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck. I gotta be honest with you, this spread could also be interpreted multiple ways, but what I see here is a lot of forward movement energy, and I believe the advice for you, Aries, is to drop that person and move on. If you have already dropped them and moved on, you did the correct thing, you did the right thing. This is a confirmation from the universe, right? Yep, manifest something new. What I've noticed right away is that in the first spread, there was 0 forward movement card, 0. Right, a lot of stagnation, a lot of indecision, a lot of multiple choices. This spread right here screams forward movement, screams it, right? But again, I think this is you moving forward without that individual, right? The Magician, the first card I think this is you manifesting something new into your life. It's also a card of taking action, right? It is a card of taking action. The Ace of Swords on the bottom of the deck, it's a very decisive energy. This is you deciding to cut this person out and move on. The Knight of Swords, clarified by the Five of Swords, right there in the middle. It's also kind of like a confrontation energy, just like with the Five of Wands we saw in the previous spread. Right? This is you just not having it anymore with this person. This is you dropping them, and on the way out, before you slam the door on the way out, you may have a few words for this person, and they're not gonna like those words with those Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords, right? And the Chariot is a card of victory, success. It's a card of a triumph, and it's also a card of moving forward and not looking back. So yeah, overall, I believe this is advice for you from the universe to move on. Drop that person and move on. This is such a fast energy, actually, right? The Knight of Swords and the Chariot are really fast forward moving cards. For some of you, you could be literally moving out, or you could be literally relocating. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you so far, Aries. Let's take a look at spread number 3, which is new love coming towards you in the near future. Here's spread number 3, Aries. This is new love coming towards you in the near future. Say a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks, in November. Alright, so we do have the Chariot clarified by the King of Swords. We have the Six of Swords clarified by the Six of Wands. Then we have the Eight of Wands clarified by the Hierophant, and we also have Justice on the bottom of the deck. You could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. We also have Cancer and Taurus on the table, but you could be dealing with pretty much any zodiac sign. Wow, what a change. It kind of reminds me of the previous spread, the second spread, right? Because this spread is also packed with forward-moving cards. Alright, the Chariot, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Wands, all of them could be interpreted as cards of travel, relocation, or simply moving forward. Alright, moving forward. The Chariot is a card of moving forward and not looking back. It's a card of victory, success. It's a card of a triumph, right? And the Six of Wands, kind of in the middle right there, clarifying the Six of Swords, is also a card of victory and success. The Six of Wands used to be called the proposal card. Okay, and with the Six of Wands, people usually feel good about themselves, good about what's going on. It's also a card of attention, right? So you definitely have this person's full and undivided attention. The King of Swords is the person you're moving forward with. You could be meeting this person while you're on the road, by the way, right? Or if you're going to some kind of a car show with a Chariot, or if you're traveling, like I said, you could be, yeah, you could be meeting this person at, I don't know, a service station or something like that. Something that has to do with transportation, right? But in general, yeah, this is you moving forward with this King of Swords. So it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or somebody with a lot of air in their chart. If they're not an air sign, they could be very intelligent, somebody who wears uniform for work, or they could be like a doctor or a lawyer, someone like that, right? Then, yeah, you're definitely moving towards a commitment with this person. The Six of Swords, the Six of Wands, moving forward, moving away from from that person we saw in the first spread. The Eight of Wands clarified by the Hierophant. Yeah, some more forward movement cards. The Eight of Wands is one of the fastest cards in the deck, just like the Chariot. My favorite interpretation of the Eight of Wands is the Cupid's Arrows card. Alright, and it's also a card of a lot of communication. And the Hierophant right next to, the clarifying the Eight of Wands, it could be a Taurus you're dealing with, but the Hierophant is a card of something traditional, like a committed relationship or marriage. It's also a very spiritual card, educational card, you know, very formal, official card. The Justice card on the bottom of the deck, if this King of Swords is a Libra, it makes total sense, because Justice is belongs to Libra. It's their major arcana card. If they're not a Libra, that's fine too. In this case, Justice, you're finally getting what you deserve, what you always wanted. Serious commitment with this King of Swords, right? Justice could be an actual place where people get married. Perhaps you and this King of Swords, you're going to get on that plane, you're going to fly out to Vegas and get married. You know, that happens too, alright? So, yeah, definitely a lot of momentum. It's like the two of you will hit the ground running. Hit the ground running. Nobody is slowing down. Nobody's dragging their feet in this situation. Nobody is hesitating. Zero hesitation. Alright, so yeah, Aries, hopefully all of this makes sense. This person is like a complete opposite from the first person, from the person who saw in the first spread. This person definitely knows what he or she wants. Alright, so yeah, that's what I have for you for this reading, for this time period. If this video resonates with you, please like it. Please also share and subscribe. And other than that, Aries, have an amazing November.